Hey guys, it's Annabella Rose, expert dating coach from karmalifestyles.com. Now, as a dating coach, I'm always on hand to tackle the dating issues and questions, but there are some so vast they need more than just a video to cover them. The subject in question is normally spoken about in hushed voices or self-conscious whispers, normally scattered with lies or over-dramatisation to avoid looking wrong or inexperienced. It's a widespread topic, yet no one seems brave enough to talk about it in any real depth. But not today. Let's talk about sex. There are so many angles and aspects of sex that can be confusing or maybe hard to master. Friends talk about sex, but more often than not it's for bragging rights, rather than the actual in-depth details of what to do and what not to do, what works and what doesn't. Partners struggle to openly discuss their sexual interactions due to fear of upsetting the other party or saying something that might actually jeopardize their relationship. And family, well, that is a no-go zone for this area of discussion. So what do? How can you find the answers if you're too afraid to ask the question? How are you going to know where you're going wrong and what you're doing right unless someone tells you? This is the exact reason why I've written my latest ebook, Get Her Crazy in Bed, your guide to improve your sexual prowess. Now, have you ever been on a date with a girl? You're laughing, you're joking, the conversation is endless. You two have hit it off so well, you end up going home together. And you end an amazing date with sex and sleep. Then you wake up in the morning and something's changed. She's not acting like she did the night before. She seems slightly defensive and leaves pretty quickly with some excuse that she has something to do that day, even though she forgot to mention it the night before. Moving forward, your future communication seems to become vague and distant. She keeps coming up with excuses why she can't meet up with you, and inevitably, she starts ghosting you. Sound familiar? You're now in a place where you're asking yourself, why? Why, when you got on so well, does she not want to see you again? What went wrong? Well, I can tell you what went wrong. The sex was no good. Unfortunately, it can be one of those things that makes or breaks a relationship. Your sexual chemistry with someone can speak louder than any conversation. So if you're coming across clueless or maybe selfish between the sheets, this can really hurt your chances with a woman. But don't dwell on it. Do something about it. Now, I know it's hard for anyone to admit that they're maybe not that good in bed. I mean, you may not even be aware of the ways that you could improve. Maybe it's time to face it, guys. Sex may not be your strongest skill, but it doesn't mean that it can't become your greatest ability. If you want to tear the roof off of your dating life, give my ebook a read. I swear it's having the fog lifted off of your sexual questions. I've been in this position before, and it's what's driven me to write this ebook. When I think back to some of the guys that I've dated, there have been some really lovely guys that really could have gone the distance if it wasn't for their poor bedroom technique. Whether it's a dramatic lack of foreplay, trying to go in dry, humping me like a jackhammer, or literally being clueless as to what to do to pleasure a woman. I've faced all of them, and it always leads me to becoming disinterested or moving on. Because the difference between a friend and lover is sex, if you don't want to have sex with that person, you'll never be more than friends. You don't want to be friend-zoned just because of a poor performance. Now, I have come across men that blow their chances of getting sex hours before it's even put on the table because they don't understand the importance of foreplay outside the bedroom. And yes, gents, that is a thing. Some guys don't know how to change the narrative between being friendly and being sexy, so they're forever perpetuating in the friend zone. This has to stop now. Open your mind to becoming a sexual stallion in the bedroom and making her crazy for you. You haven't experienced real sexual pleasure until you and your partner are hot and sweaty, contorted with pleasure. She is screaming your name and you climax together. That is real sexual pleasure. And that's what you can achieve. Now, it's rare to find a man who can bring a woman pleasure on that level. This is all-consuming lust that makes her want to have sex with you all the time. Every opportunity, she is begging to feel your touch. She craves you. When you can drive a woman that crazy in bed, she'll never leave you. It firmly puts you in the driver's seat of a relationship, as she knows that she may never find someone who can make her orgasm like you can. And when you can connect so intensely on a physical level, it can help you become emotionally attached. Sex can be the key of forging immense connections with women. And when you've achieved this, she'll never look at another man again. Great sex also has the capability to keep your relationship alive. This is where most others fail and leads to breakups, cheating, or unhappy relationships. You'll be the envy of all couples once you become a master in the bedroom, still full of passion where everyone else's has faded. Her heart and soul and her body will be yours. She won't cheat on you, she won't leave you, she'll be yours completely. And nothing can make a guy feel more masculine than the irrevocable love of a woman. But this book isn't just for people searching for relationships. If you're single and want to play the field, this is a surefire way to get the ladies gagging for you. When you're this good in bed, other girls will know. You'll become the girl's worst kept secret around the office or in your social group. Every girl will want a bit of you if they know you're a stallion in the bedroom. You know when groups of ladies head to the bathroom and they're gone for ages? This is where we do all of our talking. And they could be talking about you. You can become the coveted trophy that every girl wants a piece of. And just like an amazing roller coaster, girls will be lining up to take you for a ride. Sit back and simply watch them fight for your attentions and affections. Now ask yourself the question, and be brutally honest. Do you think you're good in bed? Now, there's no shame in answering no. Once you're willing to identify the problem, you're one step closer to change. Sex is a powerful, pleasurable means, and orgasms are better than any thrill ride or any drug. Something this incredible isn't simply handed to you on a plate. It has to be learned and it has to be mastered. That's why it's something you need to invest your time in improving. If you want to be that guy that defines what sex should be like, if you want to make your partner scream, and if you want girls stumbling over themselves to be with you, and if you want to have the most amazing orgasms, then you need to take action. Where are you falling short? Can you or have you made a girl orgasm? Do you think she was faking it? Can you make a girl wet? Do you know what to do to turn her on so much she becomes wet? How long do you last for? Is your sexual stamina getting in the way of great sex? Can you close the deal and get her in the bedroom? And if you get her there, do you honestly know what to do when there is a naked woman sprawled out on the bed in front of you? Now, I doubt you know all the answers to those questions, which is why I've answered them all for you and many more in my ebook, Get Her Crazy in Bed. There is no better way to find out how to drive a girl crazy than getting the inside scoop for one of the kinkiest ones out there. This is an all-encompassing manual to make you into a sex god. You don't know how good sex can be until you've tried some of these techniques. This book will redefine how good sex feels and upgrade your current mediocre sex to mind-blowing sexual encounters. It will help you improve your game from all angles, whether it be the start of the night, helping you warm things up, sensing the signs of sexual attraction and how to create them for yourself, busting the myths over orgasms, and writing you a roadmap to find a girl's G-spot. In-depth foreplay techniques and inspiration to spice up your sex life. Want to know more? It's all in the ebook. Stop losing women over something so trivial as sex. You have a sexual stallion inside you. It just needs a little training. Don't waste any more sexual encounters on subpar sex. Blow her frickin' mind already, and yours while you're at it. If you rock her world, she will rock yours. So get her crazy in bed. Tempted, gentlemen? Well, it's easy to get your hands on my ebook. All you need to do is click on the link in the description and it'll take you to the sales page. Scroll right down to the bottom and click buy, and you will have the most incredible sex manual in your fingertips in no time. I've been Annabella Rose, and I'll see you next time.